Greetings. Today's topic is how the Jamaican economy could start growing 10 times faster than it had been growing with an additional 40,000 all-inclusive hotel room on the island. Today's four main points for discussions are: 1. A breakdown of the tourism figure for 2019 and the increased spending of visitors in 2022. And number 2, how the other visitors' accommodations working alongside the all-inclusive hotels enhances each other's products. And number 3, the parishes in the four quarters of Jamaica and their distances from an international airport. And number 4, how 15 million visitors each year will grow the Jamaican economy by 10% per year every year going forwards. Now, most research shows that there were 30,000 hotel rooms in Jamaica in 2019, though some privately owned hotels and guest houses may not show up in this count. However, it is a general guide as to how much hotel rooms Jamaica would need to accommodate 15 million visitors per year. According to my research, 15 million visitors per year over the next few years would start growing the Jamaican economy by 10% per year every year for the decades ahead. 15 million visitors may sound a lot, considering that Jamaica only have 3 million people. However, bear in mind that the average visitors is staying under 10 days on the island. Hence, there will only be an average of about 410,000 visitors on the island at any one point, and that would total 15 million visitors per year. And let me say this as well, that in 2018, Barbados had 1.3 million visitors, and the population is less than 300,000 people. So that would have been about almost 5 times, the population as well. So Barbados some year would have had up to 5 times of the visitors per size of the population. And of course, Barbados is 3 times richer than Jamaica per capita. Barbados' average income per capita is 15,000 US dollars, while Jamaica is 5,000 US dollars. So we can become like Barbados if we increase our hotel industry rapidly to the level of Barbados in terms of number of visitors per size of population. And that's what we need to ramp up the country and to make our country better. Now, as we can see from the government release figures, that in 2019 there were 4.3 million visitors to Jamaica in 2019, and the country earned $3.64 billion from that. I put the figures and the quotations from the Jamaican release figures in the comment section below. So look at the comment section below, and also the description section below as well. I put all the figures inside there for yourself. But in 2019, we had 4.3 million visitors in Jamaica, and we earned $3.64 billion. That's an average of about 850 US dollars per visitor. By 2022, the average spend increased to 1,000 US dollars per visitor, and that's why we know that if we manage 15 million visitors, that that would be like 15 billion US dollars, because it's 1,000 million make 1 billion. So if they spend if 1 million visitors spend 1,000 US dollars each, then that equal to $1 billion. Okay, so we need to ramp up the thing in Jamaica. And the thing with Jamaica is that we're not maximizing the full island's capacity either, because why visitors come to Jamaica? They come because of, number one, the people with the culture come to Jamaica. Number two, because of the food that Jamaica has. And then three, you could say the sea or the beaches, and three and four is sea and beaches, etc. But so all of Jamaica have Jamaicans. So and all Jamaica have Jamaican food. So the two main things why people come to Jamaica is because of the food and the people. Well, that's all over Jamaica. So we need to spread the Jamaican tourism industry all across Jamaica. And so the Prime Minister says that he wants to put all of Jamaica within 1 hour's drive from an international airport in Jamaica. And of course, so if we divide Jamaica into 4 sections, so put the North Coast into a section, east and west, and put the South Coast into a section, east and west. And so on the North Coast first, on the west we have Hanover, then St. James in the middle, and then Trelawney. 3 parishes on the North Coast. And with those 3 parishes, we have an airport in the center of the 3 parishes, because St. James is between Trelawney and Hanover. And then that is the most profitable tourist area in Jamaica, the North Coast, or the western end of the North Coast. And then we have the eastern part of the North Coast with the 3 parishes as well. The 3 parishes on the eastern section of the North Coast are St. Anne's, and then we have St. Mary and Portland. So, and especially Portland, because St. Mary as well to some extent, may have been cut off for the years gone by. And I put St. Thomas along with Portland because of they are similar in certain extent, but Portland is in the southern part of the country, so a little far bit. But those 3 parishes of St. Anne's, St. Mary, and Portland. Now, because of the Northern Coastal Highway going to Portland, so Portland is now within, less than an hour from the airport in Kingston, and St. Mary as well, because that part of Jamaica is very narrow. The eastern section of the eastern end of Jamaica is narrow, just about 25 miles or thereabout, compared to the western end, which is wider, twice as wide. So point is that on the North Coast we have the western end covered by the airport. On the east coast we have that covered by the Normandy airport. Come on to the South Coast now. We have the eastern end of the South Coast, which is St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Catherine, and Clarendon in the middle. And all those parishes, again, they are covered by Normandy International Airport in Kingston. You get to those parishes within 1 hour's drive, because the country is narrow, 1, and 2, the Kingston Airport is on the southern. Kingston is south of Jamaica, so on the South Coast. Now come to the southwest now. St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Manchester. These 3 parishes are the only 3 parishes in Jamaica which are more than 1 hour's drive from an airport, international airport. So, and that's why in the center of those 3 parishes we have St. Elizabeth. And so with an airport in St. Elizabeth, then the country will be all covered with the international airport right around the country. And St. Elizabeth being the joint largest parish in Jamaica as well, they can get tons of hotels in there. So I believe that main thing I believe is that 20,000 hotel room could be placed in the southwest of Jamaica and 20,000 in the northeast of Jamaica. That is like put it with St. Thomas and Portland and St. Mary. 20,000 rooms with ease could go to those parishes. 20,000 again in the southwest. And along with all inclusive hotel rooms, that alone won't do it. That's half the story. But it is the other things that goes along with that, like the private guest houses, the small hotels built by locals, and now we have the Airbnb exploding like nothing else. We need an airport, and the plane fare. I'm trying to book a flight to come to Jamaica now, and it's over £1,000. Can you believe that? Because people like myself, who are returning residents, we don't want to come to 1 2 weeks to Jamaica. We have our house out there. We have families. We have everything. Whether we live in our own house or our parents' house or our siblings' houses, we're gonna stay for 2 months. We're staying for 1 month and 2 months, and the price for the airfare is over £1,000. It's not fair. It's fixed. By the way, for next time. But when with the airport in St. Elizabeth, you're gonna find that a lot of locals gonna build more Airbnb, more guest houses, more small hotels owned by locals, because tourism is coming to the area. The reason why we need the all-inclusive hotels, that's a starter. That's to make the place popular. That's to bring tourism to the area. That's what we need: the airport there and the hotels there. Because it is the hotel owners, they are mainly Europeans. Hotel owners are Europeans, and the airline owners are Europeans as well. So, and they will work together. You put the all-inclusive hotels in St. Elizabeth, or you're gonna find the owner for the hotel, 1,000 room, 2,000 room hotel, they're gonna make the deals with the airlines, and then you're gonna have the plane coming there to St. Elizabeth, and then boom, the country just explode. All those unemployed folks who do nothing, they're gonna start working. All those idle hands in Jamaica, who the devil is using idle hands, they're gonna become active. And the main thing is that we're gonna build roads. The money from the hotel industry, the whole point is to use it to build the roads. The nice country areas in St. Elizabeth need roads. Manchester rural areas need roads. Westmoreland need roads. Dual carriageway linking towns to towns. And once it happens, the country will explode. Just by returning residents. There's a lot of returning residents who don't want to walk to Jamaica, because I grew up in Jamaica. I was married in Jamaica. And have my first child in Jamaica before I traveled. So I'm really Jamaican in that sense. But those who don't know the country that well, they don't want to go back because of the roads. You want to see good roads. Want to see the good roads? You have the car. They'll go to Jamaica and they'll drive. And walkways as well. We need one of the things that we need in Jamaica. I travel all over Europe, and Spain, Portugal, Canary Islands, and one thing I always do is walk. You always have that whether it's a 2K walk or a 5K walk, linking towns to towns. Along the way, you have the shops. That's what we lack in Jamaica. For tourists who just want to come in the countryside, and you have 2 towns. Say you have like Black River, and then you have Brompton or Lona. Or you can walk that 5K or that 2K or that 3K, and along the way you have some shops. Some people not walking in lonely areas. And once people can come and relax and walk, They will come, they will blend into the area. Even Montego Bay, I went to Montego Bay, spent 2 weeks there in 2012, all-inclusive hotel, and there wasn't much walking to do. Even if I was walking, there wasn't much thing along. There were sidewalks there with walking. You could walk for 1 kilo or 2 kilo, but the road was kind of barren, you know. But we need to have a walkway with business along the way, you know, and once the government put in the infrastructure, you know, put in the airport, get all-inclusive hotel, bring visit the area, people will build. Jamaicans will build up their own thing. Jamaicans want to invest. They love to invest. You know, I've seen Jamaicans building some Airbnb in my parish, St. Elizabeth, just outside of Black River, some bush areas, country areas, you know, rural areas, you know, and they build some massive Airbnb, 20 bedroom, 10 bedroom. I think, wow, you know, country area. People want to invest, but they need the help from the government to invest. So I'm appealing to the country and the government, put pressure on the government to build the airport in St. Elizabeth, to bring the northwest of Jamaica. It's time the country grow, time the economy grow. It's time we enjoy some of the wealth that other countries are enjoying, even other Caribbean countries are enjoying. Because both countries, like, in fact, almost all Caribbean countries, them apart from Haiti, are 3 times richer than Jamaica. Whether it's Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, can't remember name them, or other ones, them, they are 3 times as rich as Jamaica. We need to make the best of what we have and start growing the economy. The economy needs to start growing by 10% per year, every year, without any excuse. And the government who cannot grow the economy by 10% per year should not be in office. And the people need to understand this and put pressure on the government to grow the economy. So when it comes to election time, they must come and state how they're going to grow the economy by 10% per year, every year, for the next 10 years. Let them say how they're going to do it, and then we can, and then you can judge by what they are saying, judge their plans. They make your vote, and then vote for who you think is best suitable to run the country's economy. As I say in America, you know, it's economy stupid. It's economy stupid. That means that everything else follow the economy. You know, if it ain't going right with the economy, nothing else will run correctly. And we need infrastructures. We need roads. We need highways. You know, but we need the airport, and the airfare need to come down. Airfare is a disgrace. You know, if I'm going in Europe, I traveled to Portugal a couple months ago, but I think that's not 2,000 miles away from England. So if in Europe, we can travel to Greece, or one is Portugal, and I think Greece is about 2,000 miles away, and the airfare is £50. The £50 to travel 2,000 miles in Europe. Yet in Jamaica, 5,000 miles away, 2.5 times the distance, and the airfare is £600, £700. So why is the difference? Why is it 10 times more to travel 2.5 times the distance? Something ain't right. Why is it 10 times more to travel from England to Jamaica than to travel from England to Greece or Portugal, when the distance is only 2.5 times more? So something is wrong. They're putting us off. But we need more airports. We need more airlines. Even in news advertising their flight for $5.79 starting October, that's still high for budget airline, but it's a good start. We need more of that, but we need more airport. God bless you. God bless Prime Minister. God bless Jamaica. God bless you all. And see my notes below in the session or description section, or some in the comment section. God bless you. Until my next video, peace.